What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? If y'all want to chat, y'all could chat in the chat box.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we gotta wait for Nikki.
Let's see. What did you guys do on the weekend? What did you guys do?
Yo, what's up, Joseph? Yeah, what did y'all do on the weekend? What fun activities y'all getting involved with?
Mm-hmm.
It went by pretty quick for me, at least. A lot of Remnant 2. Okay, I played a lot of Remnant 2. It's a pretty good game. Okay,
Remnant 2. I'll look that up.
I threw a firework at my friend. Okay,
No, there's no way.
I wouldn't recommend, but
Don't be doing that, bro. All right.
you gotta throw it in the air.
Like you just don't care.
Throw it up like a flare.
Hit him with the stare.
Ooh. All right, enough heat for
Remnant
today.
2. Okay, this game looks kind of fire.
All right, what about you, Joseph, Elvis,
What y'all do? What you guys do on the weekend?
Miss Chang?
For real.
Went to a party. Okay, was it like a birthday party? Quinceañera?
Mm-hmm. That's always fun.
Quinceañeras be fire. You gonna dancing? Eating too?
Dance. Yep. Yep.
It was the 18th party. Hey, let's go.
Very cool. I was working on the yearbook the whole weekend.
Oh,
Nice.
that's
Hopefully,
cool.
yep. Please getting closer and closer.
Yeah, hopefully we could get a spot in there too.
Right.
Yeah. All right, Elvis, you ain't did nothing on the weekend?
Just
Yeah.
chilled, vibed out.
Oh, my fault, Nikki. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And we have Nikki. Mute your mic, Nikki, please. Thank you. I did nothing. What you doing the weekend, Nikki? All right, you want to get started?
Let's run it.
She said, I hung out with my friends at the beach. At the beach? Okay,
Yo, that's always a vibe.
that is a vibe. Was it not too cold at the beach? Y'all don't care, huh? Y'all just whatever weather, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All
It's
right, let's do
Cali
it though.
for you.
Today, what we're going to be going over, students, is analyzing opponents and the meta. Okay? Does anyone know what the meta is? If you don't mind me asking.
Mm-hmm. When you hear the word meta, what that mean? And it's not Facebook, not that meta, It's
Oh yeah.
gaming meta.
Mhm. So in this presentation, we will explore two key aspects of competitive gaming. Okay, the first half of the presentation will focus on how to study your opponents, identify patterns in their gameplay, and adapt your strategies to gain an advantage. All right, we'll discuss techniques like watching replays, recognizing predictable habits, and making real-time adjustments during matches. All right, and this first picture is a Valorant map of Split, and it's basically a little diagram somebody wrote just to um talk about the defense strategies that they will implement when they play. So one is where they would be, two is different routes they'll take, and so on, so on. All right,
Mm-hmm.
and then the second half we'll dive into the concept of the meta, what it is, how it evolves, and how players can either follow or counter it to stay competitive. By the end of this session, you will have a stronger understanding of how to analyze gameplay effectively and use strategic thinking to improve your performance in any competitive game. All right, and this, let me see, did anybody? Uh, no one knows what the meta is. Okay, and this bottom two pictures right here is the first one is a 2K16. They had a rhythm dribbling. Okay, that was the first type of dribbling they had a long time ago, and then they converted it to combo dribbling, which is a different form of dribbling, which is basically what the meta is. It's style of gameplay changing over time to basically change the game and just make it overall improve throughout its experience. Okay. So Roy, you trying to knock this one out?
Let's run it. All right, guys. After that, we have opponent analysis. So, understanding how your opponents play is crucial in competitive gaming. By analyzing their habits, strengths, and weaknesses, you can predict their next move and gain an advantage. Whether you're playing in a fighting game, tournament, a team based shooter, or even a strategy game, recognizing patterns helps you counter opponents effectively. This skill separates casual players from top tier competitors. And I feel like this is one of the most important things to learn when it comes to analyzing your opponent. Some people you have to adapt on the fly. So, one thing that I always notice as a Smash Brothers coach is jumping habits, right? So there's layers to improving and layers to analyzing your opponent. If they're a beginner, you're gonna look out for things that they're gonna do. So, for example, like when I faced off a lot of you guys for the first time, a lot of you guys had jumping habits because you know how to jump. But if you start jumping too much, your opponent is able to counter you. So that's one thing to look out for. Another thing to look out for as well is like rolling habits, right? A lot of the times, rolling, like they'll subconsciously roll in, and that's kind of like a like rookie mistake, beginner thing, beginner move, kind of like how jumping is as well. So these patterns can truly determine someone's skill, right? Or even just landing randomly on stage or in front of you. So that's a really big part of analyzing your opponent. And it could be different things as well for, 2K, other fighting games. That's what truly separates the good from the great. And always look back and try to analyze any matches that you had before. Like if I'm ever gonna face a player who has VODs of their playstyle and I truly want to beat them, I would study their gameplay.
Hmm. Get used to their habits. All
Mm-hmm.
right. And now we have identifying player patterns. All right, which is every player has habits they unconsciously follow, such as favoring certain moves or reacting the same way to pressure. All right, by paying attention to how an opponent plays over time, you can find openings to exploit. This is especially useful in one-on-one matches or strategic team play. Okay, so different type of patterns to look for is aggressive versus defensive play styles. Do they rush in or wait for you? All right, like for example, in Brawlhalla, Corey, he's an aggressive person. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
he gets his weapon, he's gonna go full force straight towards you. Okay, no, you don't think so? Okay, so back to what I was saying. Corey is very aggressive, so
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna get a weapon. He's just gonna go, you know, full force straight towards you. So what I do is, I just gotta play it safe. Once he throws out a move that's punishable, I just gotta punish that move. Whether I hit it or not is up to me. Okay, so that's just how I play against that. Okay, so movement habits. Do they dodge a certain way or always take the same routes? All right, in Brawlhalla, beginners they usually spot dodge. Okay, so after you hit them with a two hit, they'll dodge immediately. So after you wait for that dodge, you can punish them right after that dodge, and that's how you follow that habit. Okay, that's a movement habit. All right, and then lastly, reaction to pressure. All right, do they panic and make mistakes under pressure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a lot of people in Brawlhalla they just throw their weapons. Joseph, they just be throwing their weapons, hoping it's gonna save their lives. They don't do that. Okay, they react to pressure by just spamming weapons or button mashing. Okay, you gotta calm down and really think strategic on it. All right. So, for example, Fox being patient for Roy's smash attack, he managed a successful parry, providing him room to counter attack. Okay. All right. And our next slide, studying replays and live matches.
Yeah, this one is the key to improving, right? With replay systems, this is one of the best things to help you grow as a player and see what you did good, but more importantly, see what you did wrong, Because we all have those matches where it's like, dang, I got absolutely destroyed, obliterated, or I was playing bad. You know it. So just like any quiz, just like any test, If you don't do your best, you get an F, you fail it, you look back and see what you missed. So this is why studying replays and live matches truly, truly separate people who want to level up. So one
Mhm.
of the best ways to improve is by reviewing your matches and watching top level players. Very, very important. By studying replays, you can analyze both your own mistakes and your opponent's weaknesses. Watching pro players can also help you understand high level strategies that you can use in your gameplay. Um, and yeah, with whatever game you want to improve at or learn from, watching high level gameplay can be just as important as just playing itself. Because seeing how the best play, seeing what they do, the decisions they make, both good and bad, can just teach you what to do. And in the bottom, we have Jet using their ultimate, and they're noticing that the Sage that's on the high ground with their shot. So now it's their time to hopefully be able to get the kill there.
Mhm.
So definitely want to analyze your wins, but more importantly, your losses. That way you can learn from your mistakes and adapt and grow from it.
Mhm.
Is this part of the next one too?
Which one?
Adapting mid match.
Oh no, this is the next slide.
Okay. All right. Adapting mid match. So this is also another thing too.
Mhm.
Like realizing if your gameplay's not working, switch something up, you know? Or if you're in Marvel Rivals and you need to adapt mid match, okay, there's like flyers in the air. No one's truly no one's truly taking them down on the opposite team, so maybe you have to go a hit scan character like Hela or Punisher. Adapting mid match can literally change the course of the game.
Mhm.
So flexibility in gameplay ensures that you stay unpredictable and difficult to counter, which is my favorite thing to do. Is like, okay, if one character's not working, try another one, try another one, try another one until something works, something clicks. The ability to adjust your strategy mid-game is what makes elite players stand out. If your opponent starts countering your main strategy, sticking to it will only lead to predictable losses. Very, very true. Instead, you need to recognize when to change your approach. In Smash Brothers, right? If I know that my down B flip kick is working a lot and you start countering it and I think you can't beat me, but you're beating me while using it, then it's like my turn to be like, okay, he figured out the strategy, he figured out how to counter it. So now I need to find out how to counter that counter.
Mhm.
Very, very important. And look at that, just like that. For example, in SSBU, if your aerial attacks keeps getting blocked, mixing in more grabs can open up new opportunities. Very, very important too. And at like lower level, not too many people grab or are confident with grabs because they don't know the combos afterwards. But a high level, getting a grab can be a huge, huge advantage for you.
Mhm.
In NBA 2K25, if your opponent keeps double teaming your star player, switching to an alternative scoring option can break their defensive setup.
Mhm.
You want to explain that?
Yeah, pretty much. Like you see in a picture right here. So if you see in a picture, this is Michael Jordan right here. All right, do y'all see Michael Jordan in the picture?
Let's go, Michael Jordan DLC. That's so cool.
Michael Jordan DLC. Hold on, are y'all? What, do y'all see Michael Jordan? Do y'all see the picture? Earth to
Greatness.
students. Can I just get a yes if y'all here? Do y'all see the picture right here?
There
Yeah.
we go.
All right. So quick question. This is Michael Jordan right here. Okay, the wonderful Michael Jordan. All right. And obviously he's getting double teamed. Why? Because he probably got 20, 30 points, all right, on the enemy's head. Okay. So in this case scenario right here, as he's getting double teamed, he can either shoot, right? Pass the ball. All right. He has A and B. All right. Or he can dribble and either get a screen from A, go to the left side, go to the middle right here. Okay. So there's all type of different options he can take. Um, so it can be a better percentage shot, right? So instead of him taking this double team shot, okay, that's making it less of a percentage for it to go in. So instead of doing that, the best, the best approach for this would to be pass it, okay? So A, this will be like 100% pass right here. There's nobody around him, right? So he's completely open. All right. B will be like a 75% chance. Okay. It's two defenders. He still has a chance to get the ball, but his best option would be A. Okay. So that's just an example of being flexible in your gameplay. Okay. And, paying attention to your surroundings at that time when you're, in a game. Okay. And then you have understanding the meta. All right. So the meta, short for most effective tactics available, refers to the dominant strategies, characters, or playstyles that are considered the best at any given time. All
Mhm.
right. So for example, right here is this is the most recent Smash Brothers Ultimate tier list for all the good characters. This is like the best of the best. Right? You have Minecraft Steve, right? Of course. Then you have Sonic and Snake. Then you have low tier, right? Just Little Mac and Ganondorf. You want to explain that a little bit more, Roy?
Yeah, so basically, here's like the good and bad thing about the Smash meta. Smash has not been updated for a couple years now, so
Mm-hmm.
pretty much, uh, the current meta is truly going to be dependent on the player themselves, right?
Okay.
So what that means is, since there has been an update, what can you as a player do to bring up the stats of your character? For example, on the S meta, there's an S plus, S neutral, and S minus. S still means they're the best character, to help get wins and win tournaments and stuff. But hey, I can hear me now. I hear double me.
There you go.
Test. Okay, there we go. Cool. So the biggest culprit here is Yoshi. Yoshi just snuck his way all the way up
Yoshi.
to S tier, yeah, because he's been getting a lot of wins, specifically in Japan. And at the beginning of Smash Ultimate, he was like in B tier, C tier. I don't know, remember off the top of my head if he got any like buffs throughout the Smash lifespan, but he's definitely the newest to reach the S tier based solely on performance. Whereas Steve has pretty much been top three character since almost release. Once people started figuring out what he can do, um, like yeah, he's best character in the game. And a good example of him making his way up is some characters that were in S tier were on the way down, like Cloud and Zero Suit. They were considered top 10 characters, even top 15 characters. Uh, Probably like midway in the Smash meta, but they're only carried by players. The number one player right now, Spargo, yeah, is a
Mhm.
Cloud main, and he basically pushed the Cloud meta, but he was the only one who could do it with Cloud. And same with Zero Suit Samus. There was only one competitor by the name of Mars who could win tournaments with Zero Suit. There were some Zero Suit players that can make it kind of far in brackets, but no one could truly win like S majors. And currently, if you look at the right side, this is the meta for Marvel Rivals. And they are literally big invitationals, big tournaments right now. And you'll see the best characters in action playing. And some of them that you'll always see at top level will be like Luna Snow for heals, Doctor Strange for Vanguard, Storm, and Star Lord for DPS. So if you're trying to win matches, these are some of the best meta characters. And some that still need to find their place or get buffs are like Black Widow. She is strong, but she can be countered very hard. Iron Fist, still not as strong as other duelists like Psylocke, and decent healers as well too. They're pretty decent, but you're not gonna see like a Jeff on every single top game. So so definitely the meta is either ever evolving, ever changing, depending on updates, patch notes, stuff like that, or it's player based with Super Smash Brothers. Since there's not really any more updates, it's how can the player adapt and win with that character.
Mhm. The meta constantly evolves based on game updates. Community. Oh, well, you pretty much went over all that. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So since the meta is always changing, keeping up with updates is crucial. All right, the best players stay informed by studying patch notes, watching tournaments, and engaging with the gaming community. All right, developers often make balance changes that buff or nerf certain characters, weapons, or mechanics. Pro players also influence the meta by showcasing new strategies. All right, so we have a couple examples right here. All right, so Marvel Rivals and other games, of course, they will actually post patch notes on their website page. Okay, so the different changes that they put out for their game, it will be posted on their website. All right, so you can see like the latest patch note for Marvel Rivals was Cosmic Adventure. Then they changed a few people, um, and the community, whether they like it or not, it's up to, it's really up to the community. But they can't really change it. It's already
Mm-hmm.
up and in the air. And then you have another example, Flats. I've seen him a lot in my presentations, but he's a good example of like a popular streamer that posts basically patch notes and different type of information that can help you out with the game and just keep you interested. Keep you updated with the info. Then you have Start GG, which is tournaments and stuff like that. Just getting involved with tournaments, or going to YouTube and watching tournaments, and yeah, these are different outlets so you can just stay up to date with the meta. All right, and for example, in NBA 2K25, if a new dribbling technique becomes dominant, learning it can give you an edge. In Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, following high-level tournament matches can reveal effective counter strategies to popular characters. So, like Roy was saying, since Smash is, it hasn't have it hasn't been updated in a long time. So, it's up to the characters and the people to really make those changes. So when a person come out, making a big difference,
Mm-hmm.
he's shown a lot of different strategies. People implement that, you know, and then they start doing good too, pretty much. But yeah, go ahead.
All right, we have playing within versus
Hmm.
against the meta. So some players stick to the strongest meta strategies, while others succeed by countering the meta with unique tactics. It truly depends on what fits your playstyle, what you like more. Playing within the meta means using the most effective strategies, characters, or playstyles that are currently dominant in the game.
Hmm.
And a big thing is strategies as well. Because if one strategy can't be countered, then hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep using it. These strategies are often determined by factors like game balance updates, pro player discoveries, and community consensus. When competing at a high level where every small advantage matters, if you're new to the game and want to learn proven strategies before experimenting, and when the meta aligns with your natural playstyle, for example, if you like aggressive gameplay and the meta favors rush strategies, you'd use someone like The Thing. And The Thing has an ultimate to where it's a setup ultimate. You can't really team wipe with it, but you can set up for a team wipe. Very,
Mm.
very important to know. Playing within the meta often gives you an advantage since you're using the most optimized strategies. However, understanding how to counter the meta can be just as powerful. For example, in Valorant, if most teams rely on aggressive rush strategies, playing a more defensive setup with utility can throw them off. Yep, they're rushing in sight. You boom, slow them down, set up traps, do anything to stop that approach. In SSBU, a low tier character with strong counterplay against top tier picks can catch opponents off guard. Knowing when to follow or challenge the meta is a valuable skill. And speaking of Smash Brothers, Little Mac, which is a very popular pick for people learning the game, and I've seen a lot of you guys play Little Mac. He is all the way at the bottom at E tier due to him having a very, very poor recovery in a game where recovery is incredibly important. And that's pretty much the only factor. If he had a good recovery and can make it back every time, he would be way higher. But fortunately, since he's very easy to get edge guarded, he's all the way at the bottom. But it doesn't mean that he can't win or make a name for himself.
Wait, I have a
There,
question.
yeah. What's up?
Why is King K rule D tier? I thought he was like top tier character.
Oh no. So he's down there due to one, he's combo food and a heavy. So yeah,
Hmm.
while he may be strong, every single character in the entire roster can just take him from zero all the way up to like 50% with a good combo string. Also, to his recovery is good, but it's also lackluster, meaning that if if you get hit off stage and you try to recover, I can keep hitting you off stage and keep hitting you off stage
I
until you
see.
basically can't make it back. So his recovery, while it can go lengthy, can be lengthy, it doesn't mean that he's safe all the time. Like he's one giant hitbox. And even though his belly may go through things, once his belly armor, his bronze armor bursts, you're it's basically like a shield break. So that's also a key factor as well to take in consideration. Like one strong hit, like a Ike forward smash or a Captain Falcon punch, will break his armor.
Put him in a stun lock.
Yeah.
What?
What tier is Byleth? Can't
Let
see
me
that
see.
well. Byleth is probably A tier. A tier for sure.
Byleth is B tier, B
B
minus,
tier. Okay, B
right
minus
by
currently.
Sephiroth.
Yeah, she used to be A tier just because of one player, MK Leo, but he was the only person to basically have her be up there because he carried the meta with her and Joker. And that ultimately comes down to the player. But before she was B tier, she was considered A tier because of all the tournaments that Leia was winning with Byleth, and
Mm.
truly knowing how to like play around that specific play style and spacing. But in the right hands, Byleth is definitely one of the best characters. Like the fact that Meta Knight is even in the same tier with her is crazy. But
Wait, why you
you
say
know,
that? Is he not
because
good no more?
he just hasn't been getting as much results or has had like a track record of results compared to Byleth. Sheik, I understand. Ness, I understand. But I'm very surprised that he's here. Hmm.
Okay, that's cool. And that pretty much does it for the lesson today. Um, I had a question. I had a question. Any questions, comments, concerns about analyzing opponents or the meta?
I have a question
Yes, sir.
for Brawlhalla, right?
hmm
How is that meta determined? Is it weapons? Is it characters?
For Brawlhalla,
Yeah,
I should have actually put Brawlhalla in here.
that'd be cool.
That would have been cool. Um, but for Brawlhalla, I would honestly say the meta is just the person. You know, there's
Mm-hmm.
a guy named Sandstorm. Like every time he's in a tournament, he just swamps and he uses the same character. But it's not that the character is broken. It's just he's really good with that character. If
Mm-hmm.
that makes sense. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess it really just depends on your play style and your character choice. You know what fits for you. You get me? Because every time he picks Mordex is domination, 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 and it's like anytime he picks anybody else's,
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't get that high in the ranks. You know, like it's just not the same type of sandstorm that you see.
So what about like weapons and stuff? Like, would you rather choose like a ranged weapon versus like a close range
I
weapon?
would say the spear. Oh, I would say the spear and the lance is meta right now.
Uh,
Um, a lot of you will see a lot of lance players, especially in the ranks. The lance is just really good.
mm-hmm.
Um, it gives you ability to fly in the air, so you could get back to stage even if you don't have jumps or dodges or anything. Um, it's just really fast as well. You know, it has a lot of different moves in its kit. So the lance is really good. I would say that's the meta right now.
Nice. Okay.
But then they have the pariah they have the new weapons out too, the chakrams.
Yeah. That they recently released, right?
So
I remember that.
I don't know. I don't really know right now. I haven't really seen anybody do good with them yet though. But time will tell.
Hmm.
Rocket League though. Rocket League. What's up, Goku? Goku's in the chat. But that concludes
Goku?
our session. Yeah, Goku in the YouTube chat.
Crazy. Yo,
Pretty cool.
he is.
That's dope.
What's good, bro? What's good? Drip a
Oh yeah,
Goku.
before we get out, how are we doing on the esports design, y'all?
Yeah, we've been
No, we're
starting it. Curious. Do you guys need help with it? You know?
last question. All right, did y'all come up with names, jerseys, ideas? You know, where y'all at in the process? How y'all feeling about it? Xavier, Nikki, someone? Corey, Elvis, Xavier, Joseph? Nah.
Why not?
He said nah.
Don't tell me it's too hard for you.
Don't is it too hard, Corey? Don't say that.
Nikki, my phone died. Mm.
Okay. Appreciate you, Xavier, for at least getting a start on it.
Thank you, yeah, for the names. ECG for El Camino Gators. That's really good.
Mhm.
ECG Gators. There we go. See? Got a name now, right? And just from that alone, you can already have a design. You got the name. You guys can be the Gators, you know?
Mhm. Literally, you could put your
Quality.
team. You could literally put your school. Smart idea. Put the Gators, right? And you could just
Mm,
put your own flavor into it. That's all you got to do. That's all we
mm-hmm,
asking.
mm-hmm.
Then you got to think of a name. Okay, Nikki. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yep. Just get started today, you know?
And
We'll
this is
check
for
back up on it.
participation. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes. How about you, Joseph? I know you got some creative stuff.
And this is also so y'all can, have a creative banner in y'all cafeteria made by y'all.
Mm-hmm.
People see it, be like, who made that? I'll be like, oh, it's a part of my team.
Yep.
We did that.
Yep. And then just letting you guys know, on what did I say, May 2nd?
Mhm.
May 2nd is going to be a Friday. So that's going to be basically like our send off to you guys. And we're going to have a big esports field day for you guys.
Mhm.
Um, I'm assuming we're going to go from fourth period all the way to,
Fifth.
yeah, fourth, lunch, fifth. So that whole day, the whole time will be dedicated to esports and competing and showcasing basically your guys' skills and everything you've like learned. And we're going to have like prizes for you guys too. So be ready for that.
Mhm. Make sure y'all tell the whole school. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? So y'all could, have some competition.
Exactly. Find out. See who's number one in Brawlhalla and Smash. Maybe 2K. Who knows?
2K. Corey not ready for 2K. All right, I'm gonna have to end it. All right,
But
students.
there we go, guys. Yep. Have a good rest of your day. We'll be there in person tomorrow. You should definitely play Remnant 2 though. Try it. I was looking
Oh
at it right
yeah,
now. Looks like a fun, scary game.
I recommend. It's pretty fun. I'm glad you panned it, Xavier. That's pretty cool. Oh, sorry, you left.
Okay. Whew. And then unmute. There we go.
Mhm.
All right.
Okay, we tried and we succeeded. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Good afternoon, class. Good afternoon, class. For the
Welcome, welcome.
students, yeah, welcome. For the students who didn't join, um, I just didn't join. Didn't get no participation points for today. That's just on you. All you got to do is join. Just listen to the presentation, answer a few questions, and that's pretty much it. So, thank you, Franklin, for doing the bare minimum. Literally. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into this. All right, while we got enough time. Um, Today in this presentation, we'll explore two key aspects of competitive gaming. All right. Appreciate the cam, Isaiah. Juan, if you could put your cam on too, Jair. All right, thank you. This first half of the presentation will focus on how to study your opponent's eye. Okay, appreciate you, Xavier.
There we go. Good stuff,
Jair.
guys. Appreciate that.
Okay, perfect. All right, the first half of this presentation will focus on how to study your opponents, identify patterns in their gameplay, and adapt your strategies to gain an advantage. All right, we'll discuss techniques like watching replays, recognizing predictable habits, and making real time adjustments during matches. The second half will dive into the concept of the meta, what it is, how it evolves, and how players can either follow or counter it to stay competitive. By the end of this session, you'll have a stronger understanding of how to analyze gameplay effectively and use strategic thinking to improve your performance in any competitive game. All right, so at the bottom right here, you got basically the meta for 2K, which is controls change throughout different types of games. All right, 2K16 they have rhythm dribbling. All right, you hold RT, you flick with the right analog stick, and that's how you execute the dribbles. All right, and nowadays you have combo dribbles, which is
Oh shit, gang.
just mute your mic.
The nigga went through
Mute, please. And thank you.
fuck. Why that nigga look mad as fuck, bro? Oh,
Hey, and watch your language, please.
There we go.
Thank you. And in 2K25 combo dribbling, you use the right analog stick. All right, flick left and right to do a different combo, but you have to do it in succession for it to be a combo. Okay. So opponent and analysis. My fault. Roy, if you try to knock this out.
It's time. Quick question though. What is rhythm dribbling still a thing?
Rhythm
Like,
dribbling is not a thing at
yeah.
all. It was a thing
What?
implemented in 2K16, but
Mm-hmm.
2K25, throughout the years they changed it completely. So in order for me
Damn.
to do a certain like setup for a dribble move,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I would have to do left, flick the stick in a half circle, and then do right again. Basically, it's like I got to do a certain input to do a certain dribble. Okay,
I
that's why it's
see.
called
I
like a
see.
combo dribble.
Yeah, yeah. Because it kind of
Hmm.
reminds you of like Smash 4 compared to Smash Ultimate now, where it was like the rage mechanic.
Hmm.
Like in Smash 4, the rage mechanic was incredibly broken. And this one, it's like a very, very watered down version of it.
Oh man, dang!
Which I missed the rage. It was too funny. I loved it. I loved it. People dying at zero for nothing.
Oh yeah. See, the old games used to be good. Like I love 2K16, just
Right?
so much better than 2K25.
Well, all right, guys. We're going to be talking about opponent analysis.
Hmm.
Understanding how your opponent plays is crucial in competitive gaming. By analyzing their habits, strengths, and weaknesses, you can predict their next move and gain an advantage. Whether you're playing a fighting game in a fighting game tournament, a team based shooter like Marvel Rivals or Overwatch, or a strategy game, recognizing patterns helps you counter opponents effectively. This skill separates casual players from top tier competitors. And yeah, this is really, really important because if I'm ever in a 1v1 situation, I'm analyzing to see what my opponent is doing. So, a good rule of thumb for beginning players, so you guys can learn this, is one, if they're jumping a lot, and two, if they're rolling in a lot, or if they're basically in front of your face all the time, that is indication of like beginners slash low level players, and you watch out for stuff like that. So, So that's a good way to gauge the opponent's skill when you're first fighting them, and that could be for anything else, whether it's like, you know, Marvel rivals. If they are always running towards the enemy, not looking behind them, no heals, nothing, they must be new. Boom, or missing all their shots. So
Hmm.
opponent analysis is key to cracking the code, defeating your opponent. And next up, we have identifying player patterns.
Yes,
Every
sir.
player has habits they unconsciously follow. True. Such as favoring certain moves or reacting the same way to pressure. By paying attention to how an opponent plays over time, you can find openings to exploit. This is especially useful in one-on-one matchups or strategic team play. So if look, we're talking Smash Brothers, right? If I know my opponent doesn't know how to recover right, guess what? I want to make sure that he gets off stage and I keep him off stage. Then he's gonna get mad and hate the game and quit, never play a game, never play
Hmm.
again, you know? But either you learn from your mistakes or you just give up. So big thing is identifying player patterns, guys.
Hmm.
Me as a zero suit main is I jump a lot. So it can be very effective, but if my opponent says, "Oh, you're gonna jump here," guess what? He predicts me, he reads me, I get punished for it. So definitely apply that to anything and everything that you do. Type of patterns to look for. This aggressive versus defensive play styles, right? Do they rush in or wait for you? Some people will literally camp you out or play very passive and be like, I want to make sure that you hit me and I punish you for it, which can definitely put some people on tilt, but it is a viable strategy.
Hmm.
Whereas aggressive players, they're always, you know, going crazy
In
from
your
start to
face.
finish in your face, making sure that, hey, you're not going to play the game. I'm going to play the game. So, it all depends on how you can adapt and counter that. So, reaction to pressure, do they panic and make mistakes under pressure? And movement habits as well. Do they dodge a certain way or always take the same routes? Which is very true, guys. A lot of beginning players, when they get knocked down, they will roll in towards you. So that's like a skill check, right? It's like, okay, let me see. Come to me. Oh, look, you're dead. Boom. Oh, you do it again. Boom. And one more time. It's like, that's a bad player habit to do. You got to mix it up. Rolling away, rolling in place, even not doing anything can be a mix up. And on the right hand side here, we have an example. We have Fox being patient for Roy's F smash attack. He managed to successfully parry, providing him room for a counterattack. If he's just spamming that F attack, hold that shield really sit perfectly, and boom, you're countering him literally for him spamming a move. So definitely be on the lookout for patterns like that, guys.
Hmm. And in 2K, they have patterns as well. Like for people that like to, there's certain dribble moves that people like to use just because of how good they are. So if somebody has a Steph Curry behind the back, he's spamming Steph Curry behind the back. So all you got to do is just stay on him. All right, stay on him. He's gonna. What most people do, they do a move, keep behind the back, keep doing it behind the back, and then they have their big come set the screen, run to the corner, and then shoot a three. All right, that's most 2K. Um, people nowadays. So all you got to do is just follow the pattern and just work around it. Just have your teammate get your backside. Okay, so once that screen get there, the homie is already over there, so he don't got nowhere to go. So there's plenty of ways to get around it. You just gotta pay attention to the patterns. All right, different patterns for different people, and pretty much like that. All right, then you got studying replays and live matches. All right, this is very helpful. All right, if you want to, improve your gameplay, improve your strategic mind. Okay, your strategic thinking. All right, one of the best ways to improve is by reviewing your matches and watching top level players. All right. By studying replays, you can analyze both your own mistakes and your opponent's weaknesses. Watching pro players can also help you understand high level strategies that you can use in your gameplay. All right. This is one way how I've gotten pretty good at Rocket League, just by watching pro level players. Watching the good habits that they do and even the bad habits. And just implementing it into my gameplay. And every game, I improve every game. You get me? And in 2K
Yep.
right here, this is literally just a training room right now. They're in practice right now. Um, but he's able to use different strategies. At the right, you see a different play right here that he's setting for Joel Embiid. He's able to use these different strategies. So when he gets in the game, he knows what to use. Okay, so just studying replays, getting the training, doing live matches and stuff like that.
Always watch your replays, guys, because if you don't know how to improve or what to improve.
Hmm.
Thankfully, I can literally coach you and show you what to improve on, what to do, what not to do. But that's when if you can, watch the matches that you lose, because if you win, you know how you won. You bodied them, cool. But you learn a lot more from your losses. So be sure to go over them and truly see what went wrong.
That's super true.
Next slide, we have the ability to adjust your strategy mid game is what makes elite players stand out. And the example we're using in Smash, right? So I'm covering your jumping habits. So now it's the person who's jumping a lot saying, okay, I'm jumping too much. Now I need to make sure I adjust and stop doing that. Otherwise, I'm going to keep getting punished for me jumping a lot. So if your opponent starts countering your main strategy, sticking to it will only lead to predictable losses. Instead, you need to recognize when to change your approach. Yep. So, hey, stay grounded more, roll in more, dodge more, add pressure, zone them out, anything else but jumping because they're looking for that jump. An example would be in SSBU. If your aerial attacks keeps getting blocked, mixing in more grabs can open up for new opportunities, which is very true. As a zero suit Samus main, literally you have one of the best longest grabs in the game. So if your attacks aren't working, guess what? Grab more. And grabbing is is it like a instead of like a low level, it's like mid level because not too many people know how to grab or when to grab or even combos out of grabbing. But even
Hmm.
just practicing grabbing, recognizing when to grab can drastically improve your gameplay. So really, really important to remember grab, speed, shields. And in NBA 2K25, if your opponent keeps double teaming your star players, switching to an alternative scoring option can break their defense. I'm gonna go ahead let Don,
Hmm.
can you explain that?
And that's very simple, y'all. If y'all play basketball in real life, or if you just play 2K, all right, or just in general, think about it. If you have the ball, right, and you got to score somewhere, and your opponents is three people on you, and you have two of your teammates open, would you take that chance to try and score on those three people, or would you pass it to your two teammates that's open? All right. You're gonna do the
Ball
best
hog.
option, which is yes, ball hog, and dunk on all three. No, you're gonna pass it to the two that's open. All right, and then they'll have a better opportunity of scoring because they don't have the two or three opponents on you. Okay, so that's just a way to be adaptable and flexible in your gameplay. And being able to what was I trying to say? To being able to be flexible, right? To being able to switch different setups, when the time comes. Okay. And lastly, flexibility and gameplay ensures that you stay unpredictable and difficult to counter. Okay. Once they come up with that two man, it leaves two people open. All right. So they may thinking they doing a good thing, but little do they know you got two teammates, ready to put in that work. All right. Now we have understanding the meta. All right. I should have asked y'all if y'all know what the meta is, but the meta, all right, short for most effective tactics available, refers to the dominant strategies, characters, or playstyles that are ensured the best at any given time. All right. So these, for example, are tier lists. All right. This is a tier list for Marvel Rivals. This is a tier list for Smash Brothers Ultimate. All right. The tier list for Marvel Rivals is right now forever changing because the game is new. So the game is always going to have new updates, new changes, new characters coming out. So they have to make these changes, to revolve around the game and our new characters that's coming out. All right. And then Smash Brothers Ultimate, Roy, you trying to hop in that one?
This one, guys, is the current meta for Super Smash Brothers. And here's a little fun fact. So Smash Brothers has not updated their characters in a couple years now. So this is currently the most up-to-date meta based on mainly just performance from the character itself. We have S tier, S plus, which is a plus sign, middle tier, and S minus, which is like the higher echelon, mid, and a little bit of lower. All still in S tier being the best character currently, all the way down to A, B, C, D, and E being low tier or bottom tier. So, while Little Mac may seem strong, he is considered one of the worst characters in the game due to mainly his recovery, and that's pretty much it. If he gets knocked off stage, he's almost certainly not going to make it back. Like, you have to be very, very exact with him. Otherwise, you're going to lose literally three stocks in less than a minute. So that's why he's all the way down here. But S tier, these are the characters that have fast frame data. They've won tournaments. They're showing results and are continuing to dominate the current scene. And generally, the meta changes right now due to how skilled the player is with the current character. A good example in this would be Yoshi was not considered S tier or top tier until this current meta due to Japanese players specifically winning tournaments with him, pushing the meta and showing results. Whereas someone like Cloud, who was considered a top 10 character, top 15 at one point, he was considered S rank, but only one person was truly pushing the meta with Cloud, and that was Spargo, which is currently the number one player in the world. And now the meta is still evolving, still changing too throughout the years, depending on which tournaments they enter, if they're considered S premier tournaments or premier tournaments, compared to like little tournaments. Because if you go to locals, small tournaments, you're gonna have your Kirby's, you're gonna have your Wolves, your Sheiks, characters that like can probably win locals, but at a higher level, it takes a lot of high level skill to truly win a thousand man bracket, thousand man tournament. So,
You gotta be super good.
hmm. And if we're talking in terms of Marvel Rivals, um, basically, yeah, this is currently the meta for Vanguard, Strategist, and a Duelist. Loki being a sleeper pick because people didn't truly understand how to use them until they started seeing top level gameplay and seeing just how valuable all of his utility is. His ultimate can be either aggressive or defensive, depending on how the situation is, and some remaining at the top, like Doctor Strange and Luna Snow. But now they're so good that they are even getting banned. So the meta is
Mm.
still young with this one, but it's at least they're still working on it. Nerfs and buffs are going to play in factor within the next couple patches, and I believe season 2 is going to start up in like less than 2 weeks. So I'm excited to see what they're going to bring about.
Dang, I heard two new characters coming out. That'd be cool.
Mm, mm-hmm.
The meta constantly evolves based on game updates, community discoveries, and high level play. Understanding the meta helps you stay competitive and know what strategies to expect from your opponents. And we have two more slides. All right. All right. Since the meta is always changing, keeping up with the updates is crucial. The best players stay informed by studying patch notes, watching tournaments, and engaging gaming with the gaming community. Developers often make balance changes that buff or nerf certain characters, weapons, or mechanics. Pro players also influence the meta by showcasing new strategies. All right, so for example, Marvel Rivals, whenever they come out with a new update or a new patch, they put it on their website. Okay, as you see, for example, the latest one was Cosmic Adventure. All right, they put this little, I'm not sure what it is.
Oh,
Um,
that
yeah.
the thing right there. Yeah, it's basically. So this is like the Candyland game where you basically roll the dice, and whatever dice you go on, you get that you get that prize. So it's either credits
Oh,
or skins or sprays. So they were cool because you basically have to you get a free skin just for completing this, and I got the Black Widow skin. So let's go,
let's
give me that.
go. Wait, what games have y'all been playing recently? All right, quick question before
That's
we
a
get
good
started.
question. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What games have y'all been grinding lately? Cause for me, I've been grinding Rocket League. So for y'all, what y'all been grinding? What y'all been playing?
You guys been playing Rivals? Been
Mhm.
playing Tekken. Been
Mhm.
playing MK. What have you guys been up to?
Rivals. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
What's your rank in Rivals,
We
Jair?
got Rivals. Let's go.
Hey, Franklin with Rivals. Isaiah with Rocket League. What you know about Rocket League, Isaiah?
Guys, if you join today in our Discord session, you'll get extra credit.
Yep. And so on.
Mm-hmm.
Like I told you, I told you, I told you. Isaiah, I'm gonna go. You trying to 1v1 me?
Oh my gosh.
Since you the GOAT, you trying to 1v1?
Look at him. He's ready.
I'm being,
Show him what's up.
I'm serious. I'm
Show
serious.
him what's up.
I ain't playing no games. I'm serious. But that's good though. Rocket League, 2 Marvel Rivals. Okay. And if y'all ever need coaching, need help in Marvel Rivals, your boy Roy's right here.
We're gonna start at 4:30, guys. 4:30 p.m. in the Discord.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we got about 10 more minutes. All right, and some more examples. Okay, so like Flats, I've showed you guys Flats a good amount of times. Flats is a pretty popular YouTuber. What he does is he promotes content for Marvel Rivals and certain games that he plays. That's very important. Important information like patch notes, tournaments, and stuff like that. So that's one thing that you can do to stay up to date with the meta and tournaments as well as you see Start GG and tier lists. So you can literally go on Google and just search the meta for whatever game you're trying to look for, and go to the websites and compare, contrast, whatever makes sense, and that's how you get that information. Or just go to YouTube, but whichever works for you. And for example, in NBA 2K25, if a new dribbling technique becomes dominant, learning it can give you an edge. In Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, following high-level tournament matches can reveal effective counter strategies to popular characters. Then the last one you have is playing within versus playing against the meta. All right, so when you're playing within the meta, some players stick to the strongest meta strategies, while others succeed by countering the meta with unique tactics. All right, so when you're playing within the meta, you're playing characters that, of course, have been like buffed from the patch notes or something like that, or they play really well in this certain patch. Like you'll see Hulk or Doctor Strange. You'll see a lot of Hellas. You'll see a lot of Lunas because they're pretty
Broken.
much the meta. Yeah, they're broken.
Yeah.
So if you don't have them on your team, then it's kind of like,
You're
yeah,
throwing.
yeah, you're throwing. So playing within the meta means using the most effective strategies, characters, or playstyles that are currently dominant in a game. These strategies are often determined by factors like game balance updates, pro player discoveries, and community consensus. All right, when competing at a high level, where every small advantage matters, if you're new to the game and want to learn proven strategies before experimenting, and lastly, when the meta aligns with your natural playstyle, um, if you like aggressive gameplay and the meta favors rush strategies. All right, and then this last paragraph is going against the meta. If you're trying to knock this last one out before we get out of here.
Yep. So this is it, guys. Playing within the meta often gives you an advantage since you're using the most optimized strategies. However, understanding how to counter the meta can be just as powerful. Like literally, let's say you have a meta character like Luna Snow and she ults. You can counter this by trying to one-shot her with a super strong ultimate, like let's say Magneto, for example. That could be a good way to counter it as well.
Hmm.
Or for example, anything else that can counter the meta or counter the counter. Make sure you can recognize that and be able to implement it. Because if not, you're just gonna get run over. So in Valorant, though, if most teams rely on aggressive rush strategies, playing a more defensive setup with utility can throw them off. Yeah, if they rush in the site and they there's no one truly slowing them down, they're just gonna take it for free. But if you can predict it and set up correctly, you can shut them down, make them waste all their utility, and either deny them entry or force them to rotate and then play retake. So super,
Mm.
super good stuff to know and implement. And for example, here in SSBU, a low tier character with strong counterplay against top tier picks can catch opponents off guard. And these make for some of the best hype sets ever. Knowing when to follow or challenge the meta is a valuable skill. And even though Little Mac is all the way down here at bottom tier, that doesn't mean he's a bad pick or are truly bad against certain characters. And a recent tournament, he actually a really good little Mac player that's not too well known, but he's well known like in his region, ended up beating the best ice climbers in the entire world in a in I think winners. So even though that matchup is harder for Little Mac, almost unwinnable, he was still able to do it with a low tier character. So it really depends on the player. How can he push the meta, and also to adapt on the fly to every single character that he's going against because they know his weakness, but same goes vice versa. He knows how to take out the other opponent, and all he needs is one KO punch confirm, and he can destroy everyone in Smash Brothers with their like at 45, 50%.
Mhm. KO.
KO punch. And speaking of guys, just letting you know, on May the 2nd, which is going to be a Friday, that's going to be kind of like towards the last couple of days we have with you guys. So specifically on that Friday, we're going to host a esports field day for you guys. So it's going to be a whole day just dedicated to esports, playing, creating like a true esports environment for you guys. We're going to be having tournaments and prizes for Smash Brothers, probably some Brawlhalla, and maybe some 2K, you know?
Mhm.
So be on the lookout for that. But before we get there, we need to make sure we are still working on our esports designs, guys. You know, that's part of the grade, part of the requirement. So I do want to see if you guys have been working on it or
Yeah.
if you
Quick
started
question.
it.
Quick
And if you
question.
haven't, let
Mhm.
us know. Hmm?
And put it in the chat.
Yep, yep, yep. From our last class, we already had someone starting it, or someone already came up with a name. Now it's going to do logo. And someone said to start it today. You know, we're just keeping it fresh in your minds, making sure that we're working towards that.
A couple people from the last class. They have a team name, team jersey. So we want to look and see where y'all at. You know, if y'all need any help, questions, comments, concerns, we can help y'all out. Promise you, it's not hard.
Mhm. One step at a time.
You just gotta put your creative twist into it. Whatever you like, put that into your jersey. I have a jersey, not the name though.
Good. That's good.
That's a good start.
Yeah, one piece at a time. Some people, last class didn't even have a jersey at all. So that's good.
Hmm.
Nice, Franklin.
Good
Excited
stuff,
to see what you got.
Franklin.
Let's go.
Y'all don't have no team names? Has anyone thought of a team name yet? I promise y'all this is simple. Team name could be like Goofy Goobers, Tarantula Hawks, you know, something
Mhm.
crazy, something scary.
The Foos. Let's go.
The Foos? Hey, that
The
sound alright.
Foos.
The Foos.
Los Foos. Something.
Los Foos?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be tight. Los Foos. I gotta be creative. Hey, Crayon, hey, LeBron effect. There you go. See? Now we getting somewhere. The LeBron effect. Crayon eaters? I don't know about that one. I don't know. I mean, if that's what you like, you know,
Hey man, if that's what gets you out of bed in the morning. Oof,
that's your morning breakfast.
crazy.
That's tough.
LeBron effect. What does that mean?
The LeBron, oh, LeBron is, the
What
GOAT
that
right
mean?
now.
The effect, huh? The LeBron effect
You feel me? Yeah, show what it mean, Franklin. Let him know what it mean.
makes you the goat.
Hmm.
Okay, okay.
So if you put the jersey on, you're a GOAT, basically. Okay. I like it. We
But do you
love
guys
LeBron.
play him? You know, he's in multiverses. No?
The funny thing is, we play 2K, but nobody has ever picked LeBron. Ever. Nobody's ever
Dang.
picked LeBron
Dang.
or Michael Jordan or Kobe.
How dare they?
Disrespecting the greats. All right, y'all. We got 1 minute, less than 1 minute. Y'all have a great day. We'll see y'all tomorrow in person.
See you tomorrow, guys. Peace.
Thank you. Thank you.
Aiden said I'm diamond 1, extra credit. Yep. Eric said weak. That's funny.
Hey, 1v1, Isaiah. You
That's too
scared?
funny.
You scared?
What up, Jaden?
Hop in the Discord.
What up, Eric?
Look, add me. Oh, darn it, I forgot. It's gonna cancel. Darn it. All right,